Hey, what's up? How's it going? It's the boy Don Soyce in the morning or the evening, depending on where you are right now, coming back at you with the same video pretty much. Earlier today I posted, it should be earlier today, but yeah, as of the time I'm starting this, it'll be earlier today. Earlier today I made the first episode of a new what if Jiraiya became Hokage. And this is a what if that I am kind of excited for making, because I kind of already have the ending. I pretty much know how this begins and how it ends, but I just got to fill in the middle. So yeah, this is my third what if on the channel, and I uploaded earlier today, but I didn't like the sound. Like, it had pretty crappy sound, so I wanted to redo it. So yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, but a little better sound, kind of like how I did with Sage Mode Remastered. So even though that actually had like a little bit better video too. So yeah, this is basically just that. So you already know. But if you don't, you might not watch the video. But yeah, this is not going to begin at after Hiruzen dies. It actually begins right after Ninetales' attack on the leaf. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we cut to Jiraiya running to the leaf shortly after the third Hokage sent out word about what happened. When he got to the leaf, he busted into the Hokage tower and then into the Hokage office. It was then that he saw his sensei, Hiruzen. "Oh, Jiraiya, it's you," Hiruzen said in a somber tone, knowing why his student had come to his office. "Sensei, give it to me straight. Are him and his wife really dead?" Hiruzen slowly and sadly nodded. Tears welled up in Jiraiya's eyes as he fell to the floor. "Kushina, Minato, why did you have to be taken away from us, especially when you were so close to?" He then trailed off, remembering an important detail. "What about the baby? Kushina was pregnant. What about the baby?" The third replied with, "He's alive and healthy, although right before he died, Minato used the Reaper Death Seal to seal part of the Nine Tails within him." Jiraiya, shocked, yelled, "The fox? Why seal into a newborn?" "I know not. All I know is that Minato thought it was the right decision. In that case, I'll trust him." The child's name is Naruto, you know. It's a name based off a character from a book I read a while back, Jiraiya said, then letting out a long, hard sigh. "Jiraiya," Hiruzen said with a stern voice and expression, "the fourth is now gone. I know it's hard to hear, but it's the truth. Him leaving in itself is a huge blow to the village. Not to mention, we need a Hokage. I was going to fill in reclaiming my old title, but let's face it, my white hairs that are coming in aren't natural like yours. You're a Sanin and the Force mentor. I have no doubt that you'd be a perfect candidate for the 5th Hokage." Jiraiya's eyes shot wide open. "You want me? Why?" "I believe I just told you." "Okay, old geezer, but me, I don't know. This way you'd be able to carry on for your student and be able to look after your godson. I truly believe this is the best job for you, Jiraiya. Give it some thought and tell me your decision later." Jiraiya pondered the thought for a moment, but then he thought about his sensei's words, and it was then decided. "No need for thinking, Gramps. I'll do it." Hiruzen had a glad look on his face, about to congratulate him, but then Jiraiya said, "Don't get too excited yet, geezer. I'll come back in a month. I have something I have to do before I become Hokage." He and Hiruzen agreed that Hiruzen would take over for a month while Jiraiya was away, but plans would be arranged so that Jiraiya would be made Hokage. Without a second to lose, Jiraiya then set out to Mount Miyaboku. 12 years later, Pervy Sage was standing at the door. "Come on before we're late, Naruto." Naruto then yelled back, "I'm coming!" "Gotta make a good first impression on your first day. Don't screw it up by being late." Naruto then replied with, "Okay, Mom." Jiraiya then said, Tell him, Tsunade. She then told Naruto not to do anything his father would do, which made Jiraiya grimace. Before he left, though, Tsunade yelled, "Miwaki, come tell your brother goodbye." Then a small child with whiskers, white hair, and brown eyes came up to Naruto and hugged him while saying, "Crush it, bro!" Now, this is the part where I explain, Miwaki and Tsunade. So, after Jiraiya came back from Miyaboku, he then claimed his role as Hokage, and then he also legally became Naruto's adoptive father. Hiruzen, after stepping down, thought that since he had been Hokage for so long, that he'd help his student out, and he decided to become his advisor. He'd also sometimes go over to Jiraiya's place to help take care of Naruto, thinking of him as sort of a grandson. Not to mention that he would be the first choice out of two for Naruto's godfather. At least at this point, he would be the first and only choice. Help was greatly needed by Jiraiya though, so he did appreciate it. But that did get Jiraiya to thinking though, what if he got a mom for Naruto? When he thought of that, his mind immediately went to Tsunade, his old friend and crush. After scrounging for her whereabouts, it was then that Jiraiya put Naruto into Sensei's care and went to look for her. He found her in a gambling hole with Shizune. Now, I am pretty sure that Dawn has already been dead as of the Ninetales attack, but if he's not, let's just say in this new timeline he is, and Tsunade and Shizune are already traveling together along with Tauntaun. So, as she sat there, having lost her money, Jiraiya stepped in and paid what she had owed. He explained the situation that he wanted his old friend and Shizune's help taking care of his kid. Tsunade said that knowing him, he'd definitely need a lot of help, but she was willing to give it. Shizune, though, didn't want to keep going from gambling ring to gambling ring, and thought it would be best to settle down in the leaf. So after some convincing, she got Tsunade to agree, but she said she didn't want to stay there forever. Shizune decided to take the win. After a while of helping take care of Naruto and seeing how responsible Jiraiya had become as a parent though, Tsunade ended up in a relationship with Jiraiya, and they wound up having a kid when Naruto was about 4. They named him Miwaki as a way of combining Minato and Nawaki being Tsunade's younger brother. And having Tsunade been taking care of him since a very young age, Naruto did come to know her from a very young age as his mother. So, yeah. The thing about Nawaki is, like I said, I gave him white hair, whiskers, and brown eyes. So, both Tsunade and Jiraiya had brown eyes, I think Tsunade might have had blue eyes, but I'm just gonna give him brown eyes. I might give him blue eyes in the next round. But for now, yeah, he has brown eyes, he has white hair, spiky white hair from Jiraiya, and he has whiskers. The reason I gave him whiskers is just because I felt like it, honestly. Naruto didn't inherit them from anybody, but his kid, Boruto Himawari, did. So I'm just gonna kind of chalk it up to a genetic mutation that can be passed down from generations. So after that, both Tsunade and Shizune did settle down with the leaf for good, and they both became the heads of medical research in the leaf, which had the effect of making the leaf become the leading village in terms of medicine. And honestly, with that, that pretty much covers it, honestly. I don't really have anything else, so yeah, let's go to the end slide. Before we go to the end slide, actually, one more thing I might as well cover. Shizune to Naruto and Miwaki is basically Aunt Shizune and Kakashi, because Jiraiya does know Kakashi, even in the original timeline, and honestly, I'd see him and Jiraiya talking a lot more, because he was the first student and he was the first mentor. Kakashi would be known as Uncle Kakashi. And with that, that will actually be the end of this video. This is basically just, yeah, it's kind of a little bit more better audio, because the audio from earlier was not that good. And yeah, thanks for watching, If you like this video, give it a like, and check out some of my other content. If you like what you see, subscribe, and let's try to share this video, show it to your friends, your family, your grandma, your other grandma, your uncle, your auntie, anyone who likes anime and might be into this sort of thing, or likes an interesting story. Uh, yeah, so basically, yeah, you know kind of the drill. You've watched YouTube before. You know what to do if you like this video. And if you don't like it, consider giving it a like anyway, make me feel good. And yeah, I will be continuing this. This will be my Central 3. It'll be part of my Central 3, so Sage Mode, early, Hokage, and then killed Sasuke. These are kind of gonna be my, like, 3 main what-ifs that I'm gonna be kind of focusing on. And I don't think I'm gonna be getting really into other what-ifs until I kind of start finishing, like, one of these or some of these. So yeah, I'm kind of just gonna be focusing on these. So like the next few what-ifs and uploads probably just gonna be, those 3. That's what you can be expecting. And yeah, tell me if you like this. Yeah, it's Reupload, nothing too special. And yeah, with that, it's Don Soicing out. Later. Also, yeah, sorry, but yeah, if anyone like is an artist, I do have things that I do need to be drawn, that I would like to be drawn, maybe kind of up my thumbnail game. But yeah, if you're an artist and you do draw, please tell me about this. I might like make a Discord. I'm probably gonna make a Discord and like link it. So yeah, keep your eyes open for that in the description. Comment. No, I can't talk, but yeah, you get it. Check in the link, because I'm probably gonna make a Discord. And yeah, with that, thank you. Stone Soy Sauce out. Later, guys.